if they stay, I quite possibly will throw my phone straight out the window. Hey, I'm Brent Vitiello and I'm from season 9 of Married at First Sight. So on that note, good luck, good riddance. Today I'm recapping the biggest moments from week 6 of MAFS 2023 with Yahoo Lifestyle. Oh, and I was starting with this one.
It's about just like checking in on me. I need that stuff throughout the day.
So do I. Why didn't you check in on me?
I had no idea where you were.
See, I hated this scene. She didn't know where he was, but they were on a retreat. It's not that big, I've been there.
Like playing tennis and be
So you did know where I was?
Duncan.
What is it? Did you know where I was or you didn't know where I was?
I had no idea where you were until Bronte and I went for a walk and then we saw you and Harrison playing tennis.
And you didn't want to come over?
Why didn't you invite us over?
It's like a 16-year-old argument.
I don't understand why Duncan can't apologize and give me what I need. Give me attention.
He was away from her for I think it was 8 hours, if you're looking at it, potentially 8 hours away from the boyfriend and or the husband, and she threw a tantrum. If you can't go 8 hours without your partner, there's a big issue here. You're not happy to be by yourself or alone. That's going to be a problem. And I posted a photo last night of him carrying her as a baby. Like this, and I think that's how she wants it 24/7. I'm like, the poor bloke just went and played tennis with one of the guys. And I know, I've been on the retreat. The first thing we did was kind of go have fun. It's like a release. You get a bit of fun here, a bit of fun there. The girls do their thing, guys do their thing. Like he's supposed to come over every hour and go, hey, baby's checking in. Come on. People need space. I love being alone sometimes. Like, I need space. It really was like a teenage relationship type of fight. I personally don't think they will last, only because there's only a certain amount of time unless she can address her insecurities, and we all do, we all have them, but with everything, if you don't address them and try to work through it, you're going to keep pushing people away, which is what she's been doing lately. So I think Alyssa needs to really, I don't know, face whatever's eating away at her, and if she can't be away from her partner for more than, a few hours, I think that's a problem.
I think she's got some rose-coloured glasses on. I think she's like drinking the Harrison Kool-Aid. I think she's shotting it. And I feel like it is working.
I'm not an expert.
Thanks for pointing that out, champ.
Well, I mean, our relationship's not toxic, so we're doing pretty good.
Well, hang on.
My relationship's not toxic.
But we don't argue like you guys do. Bronte's actually starting to think she's in this real relationship and there is this lifelong goal together. We've had pretty much
I don't think we've had an argument in weeks.
One fight.
I think the pressure of the whole retreat and the whole experiment got to them here, where you can see she's trying to convince herself, Bronte, is trying to convince herself that things were much better than they were.
Yeah, which is a lot of relationships. We're kind of,
and I can't understand that.
Not like that at all. That's why we don't buy you guys, because you aren't real.
But wait, hold on a second.
Well, you are.
Melinda says stuff, just that.
Not me. Everyone says it.
Harrison's just something else. I don't think he's human. I think he was built.
Melinda, are you kidding me?
It was built to annoy.
A few people have said the same thing. It's not just Mel.
Does everyone think my relationship is fake with Harrison? Like, literally speaking.
Rule number 1, don't ever bring the whole group into it. You know, the problem with shouting out to the group like that is there's still people there, and you can see it in their faces, they don't want to get involved, so they're too quiet. It's not until after, wait till the stresses come out, and then people take sides. It'll eventually happen. When that happens is the only time you're going to have backup. But on the retreat, it probably won't. Everyone kind of just sticks like, oh no, I'm not getting into that crap. I think the pressure of the experiment sometimes gets to people, and I know it because if you watch from an outside perspective of me and Tamara, you'd think, there's no way this is working. In your head, you're like, no, we've got to try. And you actually do give it the effort. So you start believing that you need to make it work, or that, there's possibility. It's a very different culture, different experience when you're on the outside than when you're in. So I kind of understand it. I kind of understand that they think there's something going on. If Melinda had said what she said to Bronte in a very malicious way, I'd say no, she didn't have the right. But I think she was literally trying to say, look, we can see what this guy is, which the whole country can too. I think she meant it in a way like, look, we can see how toxic this guy is. You can see how dangerous it's going to be for you. We're trying to let you know. I think that's where it was going, and it just kind of turned bitchy.
Living with you 24/7, taking you into my life, introducing you to my son, those things meant something to me. I have actually genuinely fallen for you.
So the worst part about this is that I think he literally introduced her to his son.
What do you want me to
as ammunition to try and use in a situation like this, and that's a shame.
5 different languages to you, that I'm in this relationship, that I wasn't going anywhere, that I'm willing to move to Sydney.
How much more clear could I have been, Harrison?
That's a wishy-washy flippant answer. Sorry.
I can't stand him. I can't. It's funny, but the guy's lost his mind.
Pissed off. I'm angry.
Wishy-washy. Oh, man.
I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, she's...
I'm done. I'm out of here.
I think Harrison has a list. One was he probably dumped her because he's got another girl outside. He wants to go home at this point. 2, he wants to create drama. 3, I mean, wishy-washy. What a wank. I mean, she's openly telling you what she's thinking and feeling, and he's going that he can't trust her, but he's going out getting numbers. I just want to let the girl down. Like, who are you, Brad Pitt? Stop it. And the worst part is, I think he thinks that too. His attitude is abysmal. It's also really good education, because every guy should see this. And if you see any of yourself in Harrison, fix it. Yeah, I'd rather drag my private parts across hot coal than ever have to be known as someone like him. Like, it's just disgusting. I knew people were going to start calling Bronte out for staying longer than she did and for not seeing everything that's going on. Because when you're stuck in that experiment, you're just really, really narrow-minded, and you're really just in a vortex, and you're stuck in that, and you tend to forget about your usual way of thinking, your morals. You forget about all this stuff. I get it, because I've been through it, so I understand it as well. If they stay, I quite possibly will throw my phone straight out the window, and there'll be no more reviews. I think I'll end up losing my mind, and I think a lot of people will, and just be like, nah, because you can't possibly then trust him after that.
But how can I trust that the reason you wanted to stay was to build a connection with me and not to repair your image?
Look at him nod. Oh, Harrison, you piece of work.
Problem that cheating does.
I've always had an issue with Jesse.
Because I've just said it. Like, I can't
I think his insecurities are creating drama, and I think he's crying over things that had nothing to do with the actual cheating. You can't on someone and expect to get a nice reaction from them. And even this sob story, I don't cop. I don't think anything of it.
Yeah, and this is another thing. Like, I feel like you truly, in your heart of hearts, Claire, you might, you like a little bit about me, but in your core of your core, you don't like me.
See, that's his own insecurity. That's
We're
crap.
mates. We're friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I know what it's like when someone likes me, and we don't have that.
I've been dying to get this one out. Unpopular opinion, but I'm sorry. You shit on a woman's existence, and you've only literally known her for 2 weeks. Yes, okay, you do the ceremony, you get married. You've only known him for 2 weeks. He's shitting on her complete existence the whole way through. She does that. Realistically, they wouldn't have even gotten this far if that hadn't happened anyway. So if the cheating hadn't happened, if there wasn't some sort of emotional connection, they wouldn't have even been in this position. Now, his own insecurities is what caused a lot of this regardless. And I'm not saying he shouldn't feel bad. I get it. Of course you'd feel bad. But you've only known it for 2 weeks. You've got to take it into account. And then you're sitting there still playing sob story. You just had the time of your life with her. And one guy says something, and you saw your opportunity to make everyone feel sorry for you again. I don't buy it. I think he knew exactly what he was doing and tried to get more of everyone to come and play the violin while he sits there. Get out of here, man. Like, come on. You knew the girl for 2 weeks. She kissed someone. She owned up to it. She didn't have to. No one probably would have known. You're milking it. It's just like that, you know. Look, I don't know if they're going to make it to final vows. I hope they do. But if I was her, I'd leave him. That's my opinion, only because he's never going to let it go. He's going to milk that cow until it's dry and looking like a prune. And then he'll go to final vows and he'll go, oh yeah, man, but since you did that, I don't think so. You watch. So if it gets to that point, he's going to drop that bomb. And what for? Why put in why stand in the firing line? I think she's honestly trying with him as well. I think they're doing great things together. They're getting along. Had he not been the way he was to her, they probably would have been like that the whole way through.
When you said, I'm willing to kind of give the relationship a go if you are.
I think it all depends on...
May I just...
He's so cute. Oh, Hugo.
Individually, like, we're both great people. You are one of the strongest, fiercest people I've ever met. You're going to be absolutely awesome when you find the person that you connect with, but Like, we both know that that's not...
He articulated his words really good here. I think he said it really well.
This has thrown her.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what?
Tasmanian tomorrow. This is where it starts.
I was honestly going to give you a chance. I was trying to give you a chance.
You give him a chance.
Do we even need to go to the commitment ceremony tomorrow?
I was cheering.
We both know that
Thank you, Hugo.
we don't want this. I think it's time for me and Taylor to call this relationship quits.
Good man. Good man. Look, I think she's come back to give him a chance and thinking that he's like put crumbs in her hand and went, come eat out of the palm of my hand. And he's turned around and went, no. You know, in the most respectful, cute way that Hugo does it. He's just such a soft character. Had that been me, I probably would have handled it a bit different. But she's just another one that doesn't seem to know what she does. Like, she doesn't seem to know the impact of her actions at all. I think he articulated his words really well and stayed nice and soft. Otherwise, I would have cracked up laughing and went, see ya. I think I would have been a little bit more maybe aggressive in the way I said it. But I think he did such a good job.